Your Excellencies, we may be seated. Mr. President, Your Excellencies, and all distinguished invitees, as we witness the departures of Your Excellencies, heads of state and government, allow me, Mr. President, to invite you, Mr. President, to the dais so that you bid farewell to Your Excellencies. Mr. President, sir. Mr. President, may I now invite your guests to come to the saluting dais as a bid farewell to you, Mr. President. Allow me to invite His Excellency, Mr. Felix Anthony Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Chairperson of the African Union, to bid farewell. Your Excellency, sir. May I also invite His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus M. Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chairperson of SADC. Your Excellency, sir. May I invite His Excellency, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya and Chairperson of the East African Community, Your Excellency. May I invite His Excellency, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, President of the Republic of Namibia, Your Excellency. May I invite His Excellency, Mr. Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, President of the Republic of Mozambique, Your Excellency.
It's been a very interesting and exciting moment for the people of Zambia and Africa His Excellency, the President, Hakainde Hichilema, going through the process of beginning to make Zambia what it should be according to the promise which he has been making throughout his struggle to take the opportunity to lead the country. And he has made some very, very interesting statements in his inaugural speech to the nation as he meets at this point Zimbabwean President Mnangagwa, the seventh Republican president. His Excellency has promised that his government will work intensely to ensure that there is a lot of stride and improvement in as far as reducing cost of living, which he says is going to be a reality because the government understands its people's needs. So he is very, very positive about the heightened international relations that the country is going to undertake. There will be economic diplomacy. He will ensure that this responsibility which the people of Zambia have given him, and obviously the people that he will choose, which he promises will be representative of the whole nation, that responsibility will not be taken lightly. The president says that he will work as a servant of the people to deliver on the promise. And generally, there's been a very good feedback, very good positive feedback from international and local delegates. But the picture that Zambia has painted the rest of the world is that it has matured in as far as its democracy is concerned. So the president assuring the nation that through hard work, there will be growth in the economy. They will strive to promote unity and diversity. He will work hard to restore the rule of law, and that there will be no place for thuggery, for violence, and he says no to terrorism. That was very, very strong indeed, and very promising to many of you that would have listened. If you haven't, do take time to read and to follow up with what would have to be played as replay. So he says that the youth have a lot of room for development, for growth, because he's making a promise to the youth to ensure that their lives get to be in a better place as they bring up their creativity in the new government. A lot of work in that sense for the president and the process of getting through to deliver to the people of Zambia. The delegates as well, foreign delegates, the heads of states that were also on hand to give a death statement, have given resounding accolades to Zambia for being such a true example to the rest of the world, to the continent, perhaps in particular, with regards its ability to handle democracy, to handle its affairs, because it has matured. And to put it in the words of the Malawian president, who was very categorical that the Zambian story is proof that Africa has matured, and that Africa is not a charity case to be repeated. That was very, very strong words coming from the Malawian leader, who wanted to send a message that it is possible for the country and for the continent to ably handle its affairs without having to be aided because it is failing to maintain peace and order. So that is an example which Zambia has given to the rest of the world. And President Hakainde Hichilema will do everything within his means to improve on that particular trajectory as he continues to work hard. He stands for the big part, his family for sticking with him in challenging times as he sought to lead the country and to also deliver what the expectations are. So very, very confident of the work that will be done, that will be undertaken. He did not leave out thanking political parties for strengthening the political spaces competition. He was also very quick to thank the church. He paid tribute to traditional leaders, the various counsel that was being given to him, the cooperative partners. He also did take time to put some notes to election observers, those that saw the whole process right up to this point, not looking out the media for the role which they played as well, and spelled out the vision for the party, and among the many undertakings that the party will have will be unity and equity. Thinking about the Electoral Commission of Zambia and his reference to them, noted that the ECZ has some challenges maybe to be addressed. So he thanked them, but also recognize that they work under challenging times and that everything will be done to ensure that things in as far as corporations are concerned get better going forward. But she could not leave out thanking the supporters of the UPND, making reference to how they traversed all corners of the country through hard work. So we made sure that he recalled those particular times when the party was striving to get a chance to lead the nation and to take it to another level. So it's really been a very inspiring speech by any standard. And so the president did not forget to remember the inspiration that was left behind, the legacy of Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, Zambia's first Republican president. He also paid a global tribute as well in remembrance to the late Chief Justice Randy Magdilima, and it was a moment of silence which he called for, and clearly the international community here very inspired by what he's been able to do. Charismatic as he is, the president has said that he's confident of delivery. And by that, he's talking about expectations that are out there, but he's also calling for hard work among Zambians. He's calling for cooperation from the private sector, for example. He called on bodies such as